Today I'm going to be working on my dryer. It has quit tumbling, yet everything else works on it. So you see that the light does have power to it, but when I go to turn this on, you can hear the motor running and it heats up, but the drum is not spinning. So I have a sneaking suspicion that the belt is broken. So I'm going to go into that and check to be sure, and then we'll replace it. So the first thing we need to do is kill the power to it at the breaker box. So I'm going to do that real quick. You just go find wherever it's listed that says dryer. Very faint, but that's it. And you see, well, right now that light is on. You know it's getting power. I'm going to flip this breaker for it, and the light is off. Ideally, if you could get to the back of it and unplug it from the wall, that would be the best thing, but I shouldn't be working with anything electrical, so I do know that it doesn't have power to it. It should be fine. Just want you to know it probably would be best to go ahead and get to the plug if you can. I just cannot pull this out and get to that easily. All right, first thing we need to do is remove the lint filter. And there are two screws here that need to be removed because that's holding this lint chute to this top. We're gonna be undoing this top and rotating it up, and this needs to be loosened from it so that it'll allow the top to swing up. Don't drop those screws down in that chute. Have to go in from the back to get it out. Take it apart. All right, I have those two screws removed. Then there are two clips that hold this top down to the rest of the unit. One about right here, and then one down here on this other end. And to release those clips, you need something really thin. I'm just using a scraper. I'm just gonna put it right here and then bump it and lift up. See that clip right there? That's what I just undid. I'm gonna go down to the other end and do the same thing. There. Now we have the top loose. You just lift this up and secure it out of the way. If it will lean all the way back onto the wall, that would be great. But I have a shelf above mine, and I'm going to have to tie this up so it doesn't fall back down. All right, that is up and out of the way. The next thing we need to do, we're gonna look down inside of here and see if we can see the problem of why it's not tumbling. I'm pretty sure it's the belt. And if you look here on top, the belt is supposed to be on top of this. This is where it rides. It is not there. So I know it's broken, and it's going to be probably down in here, and I'll fish that out once I open up the front. So the next thing we need to do is remove this front part of the dryer. To do that, first we need to unplug the switch harness right here. There's a little tab on it that you push in. Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you have to lift from the other end and undo that. Get that unplugged. Now we need to remove this front panel. Now it does have a place at the bottom that it slides into some slots. We'll have to lift up on this, but first there are two screws right about here that need to be removed. One on this side and one on this other side. It's just going to require a hex bit. It's a 5/16. So I will undo. This one on this side. Put your screws in a safe place where you won't lose them. You'll be angry when you try to put it back together if you lose them. All right, now that both of those screws are out, we're just going to lift up on this. And when you do, this drum rides on that front of this thing. It's going to drop down slightly. Lift up on the front panel and set it aside. Wow, I hit the jackpot in pocket change. Look down here. And it's also some sitting inside the front of this panel here. We'll get all that cleaned out. But what we need to do now, here's that belt. Yeah, it's shredded. I'm gonna try to hold that up in place with my leg. Oh yeah, that was bad rotted, dry rotted. It's been, I think this dryer is probably about 15 years old, so I'm not surprised at all. And I've not replaced this belt before. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this drum out and just kind of take a look at things. Hopefully you have a little more room in your area to maneuver things, because I do not. But let's see what we got here. While I have this undone, I'm going to go ahead and clean all this out. I did pick up the pocket change. I ended up with over $6 worth of change. That's awesome. So now I'm going to just get the vacuum and come in and clean this up before I put this new belt on here. Now that I've got this cleaned up somewhat, this is like a tensioner. It keeps that belt tight. It was just laying here earlier, but it fits in this little slot right here, and that is the belt routes around that, and around this right here, and around the drum, and this keeps it tight. I'm just going to set this in here like this for now, and we will get this belt and the drum back in here, and I'll show you how to route this. Alright, now I have a new belt that I picked up on Amazon. It cost about $10. Basically what I did was just compared, went on there and put in my model and make of the dryer, and it brought up the belts that should fit, and I just compared the numbers and everything. And so what you want to do though, you want to compare the belt to the old one. Now a lot of this is falling off, but you can basically see that it's the same width, has the same number of grooves, and hopefully it's going to be the right length. It's going to be kind of hard with this one broken, but I'll just kind of stretch this out around it and see. Alright, yeah, but I've made a comparison here. I'm holding it and it's the same length. So that is the correct belt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this belt onto the dryer drum around it. And I'm going to set, that's a lot of noise I know. Set the drum back in place, being very careful that back here in the back that you don't fold over this felt piece. It needs to go around this lip here without folding this under. One more note to pay attention to: that roller there and that roller there rides in this groove right here. So when you're putting this on here, you have to be sure that those things fit right here when you're trying to put it back into place. And you'll know you have it in place if you can twist it like this, and there it goes. It just sat right down there and it spins freely now. And I can also look as I'm spinning that around, and I can make sure that this right here is not folded back. I'll just check it out that way. Alright, let's get down here to the front. Alright, I have this drum propped up with a can of actually refried beans, and then it was just needed just a little bit more, so I found a jelly top, jar top, and I just put on top of that, and then it's holding this drum up really secure. And I want that because when I start pulling on this belt, I don't want this thing to slip out of place. Now this little crazy thing keeps, every time I touch anything, this thing falls over, but that just slides into that slot on the front right there, and then it'll sit down like that. And you're gonna have to hang on to this while you work this belt on. I'm hoping I can get this position where you can see exactly what I'm doing. You want the flat side of the belt on this pulley. You want the grooves on the drum. You're gonna reach and pull this belt through this, keeping this firmly in place into that slot, and pull this. It's gonna be a little tight, but I'm just rolling. See, that thing scares me every time it snaps like that. But pull this over here until you can get the belt onto that motor right there. And it has grooves in it that the grooves of the belt fits in here to keep it from slipping. I'm just going to give this a little turn and see, make sure that it's secure. Okay, now I'm going to have to leave this can under here until I get the front in place and I can hold the drum from above. Okay, now we've got to get this the front of the machine back on here, and it's got to fit in onto this drum. I've got to hold this drum up, and I've got to get my can of beans out from under there before I can push this up, and I got to hang on to that. So I think what I'm going to do is try to do that with my foot and hold up on the drum. There, perfect. Keep that drum up because you don't want it to slip down and have your belt come back off. So hold that up, then we're going to hold the front of this. We'll drop the front of the machine back down into that slot where it belongs. Line up everything. Alright, once you have the front back in place, you go ahead and replace the two screws that you took out to start with, one on this side and one on the opposite side in the same place. Go ahead and hook up the harness to your door switch. Bring the lid back down. Just snap that down here on both sides. Then replace the two screws up here in the lint trap. I'll put this lint over in. Turn the breaker back on. We'll check to see if we have light in here, which that means we have power. We'll see if it tumbles. I'm going to hold the little switch here and I'm going to turn it on up here. And it looks like it's working. It is tumbling and everything sounds good. That's awesome. Alright, I surely hope this was helpful to you. You can save yourself a whole lot of money by doing these repairs yourself. It probably would help if you had an extra pair of hands to help you with getting this front back on. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get the lined up at the bottom, but I was able to finally get that, and so thankful I was able to fix this because I did not want to kick it or burn it. See you later.